How y'all doing once again, man? It's your boy L Dog back in the building. Larry Actions. Just want to talk about Bel-Air, Season 2, Episode 2. Great. Another great episode. Did not disappoint. So we start off with the episode. Basically, you see Will playing, for Bel-Air Academy. The basketball game. He was trying to impress that guy, Doc Hightower, and Doc was at the high school game, and Will is trying to impress this guy, like he was really trying to impress this dude. Aunt Vivian and Uncle Phil, of course, they in the stands rooting them on, and they get the team gets into the huddle, talking about the next game plan or whatever like that, and Will all hyped up. You know what I'm saying? He trying to make an impression, man. He doing his thing, but not as good as he could be doing it because he's following the rules of the coach. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So the coach give Will to play to pass the ball to the guy named Kirk on the team or whatever like that. So they see Will. Uncle Phil and Aunt Vivian, they see Will going back and forth with the coach. You know what I'm saying? They see Will kind of, reverting back to his, West Philly ways. You know what I'm saying? Then they look across the way in the stands across the auditorium or whatever like that, and they see Jeffrey. And y'all already know that tension between Jeffrey and Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? The fallout that they had or whatever like that. Aunt Vivian want him to, come home. Want Uncle Phil, hey, y'all need to stop this shit. Y'all need to, y'all been friends for so long, and y'all just acting like this. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey like family, and he need to be home. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, the whole deal, they concerned about Will, so they looking back in the game, looking at Will or whatever like that. So they continue to play the game, and man, I'm thinking Will is not finna pass this dude the ball. Will look like he finna take the shot, and then he passed it to Kirk, and Kirk took the shot, and Kirk blew the game. He missed the fucking shot. So Will like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And, Will is like livid, you know what I'm saying? But he see Doc just walk out. And he running after Doc. He said, hey man. How'd I do? And Doc turn around, hey man. I mean, you good and all, man, but Will, your team lost. They lost. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to look at a guy that's a part of a team that loses. When you winning, can't nobody tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say nothing to you because you won, And like I said from the first episode, man, this guy just seemed like he bad news. He really ain't had no interest in Will until he found out that, his uncle had money. So, I can imagine where the storyline gonna go. I can't wait. I can't wait to see where it go. So Will, he get back home, you know what I'm saying? He down about the whole situation. He just feel like, hey, man, the next game, I'm just gonna do my West Philly shit. Fuck what everybody else talking about. I'm going in. I'm going ham. That's it. So in the midst of him being in his room or whatever, being by himself or whatever like that, he gets a call, and it's did he call her? Either way, it was a phone call, and it was Jackie. You know what I'm saying? And he started spitting his game, whatever like that, man. And Jackie like, well, can we meet up tonight? And we're like, tonight. And then she turned around, but like, I mean, so what? You got a curfew or something? It's cool. She finna hang up the phone. We're like, no. I ain't got no curfew. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I do what I'm from Philly over here. I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Talking this shit. So eventually, Will trying to sneak out the house. And then all of a sudden, he didn't notice that Carlton was looking. So Carlton run up on him like, hey, I know the easiest way to sneak out of this house to avoid the cameras. And all of a sudden, you see them jumping the wall outside, and Carlton with them, and they got Jazz outside waiting for them. They hop in the car and they go to this club that Jackie at, and so they get there to the club or whatever like that. And Carlton in the last season, he had anxiety issues, and Uncle Phil and Vivian, they decided to lower his dosage. He's been wanting his dosage lowered because, he feel like he don't need it. But, from this episode, you can kind of see that it's going to go, it's going to be a problem again. Them lowering his dosage, for sure. But when they got to the club, it was like, of course, it's a bunch of baddies in there and whatever like that. A bunch of females, of course, that. And Carlton noticed one off the jump. And just how you be talking, man. It's like, oh, wow, she's very pretty. And Will like, man, go get her, man. Go get her. What you waiting on, man? Go get her. Go get her. And she looking at you, go get her. Go get her. So Carlton go over there. He shoot his shot. Carlton over there doing his thing. Jazz going there. He mingling, working the room, doing his thing. And Will, he see Jackie. So, they on the dance floor, everybody doing their thing, little grind and whatever like that. And Will look over and he see Carlton, man, and Carlton is like, he just just busting out with sweats, just like random sweats. He moving sporadically, shit like that. And so Will was like, told Jackie, just hold on 1 second. I gotta go check on my cousin. And he making sure you're all right, but you can tell, man, like you can tell this is gonna be a problem with Carlton. It's gonna be a problem. And then, man, you look back over there with Carlton, who Carlton was dancing with. Carlton was actually dancing with two girls, with two females, and they were dancing on each other, waiting on him. But Carlton was doing his thing, and Will was like, all right, man, I see you, and then all of a sudden, you hear Doc. Doc is there, and he's like, yo, Will, and look over there, man. And Jackie was like, yeah. Said, that's my uncle. I was like, oh shit, the plot thickens. I like this. I like how they twisted the whole character of Jackie up. We all know she was Jackie was Tyra Banks on the original show, but they never said anything about her having an uncle or whatever like that that's dirty or whatever shit like that. So, basically, Will get over there, he get to apologize. Hey man, and Doc was like, hey man, I'm not, I'm not talking about my niece. We're not talking about my niece right now. He talking about, I can, Will, you gotta control the narrative. You want me to take your game to the next level, you can't be losing and stuff like that. Ain't nobody gonna argue with a winner. He kept kind of pushing it. So it was even more of a reason for Will to revert back to his West Philly ways. And they had a basketball practice, and Will was like, hey, everybody get up, come on, trying to motivate him, and Kirk was giving Will shit. I mean, he was just, and really, Will didn't deserve it. He was just trying to motivate the team, but I guess, it's a hater on every team you're on, so I mean, it is what it is. And, Will was like, shit, that's how all y'all feel? and fuck it then. You know what I'm saying? I won't be, you know, I guess I ain't got to be part of the team or whatever like that. But, you know, he was just mad, you know, he was just talking. Because eventually, you know, later on the next game, you know what I'm saying, Doc was there. Uncle Phil was there. Carlton was in the stands. They was rooting Will on. Will was a dog out there on that court. I mean, man, scoring anytime he got his hands on the ball, he's scoring. He was a dog out there. He was showing the fuck out. I mean, showed up, and showed out. So he ended up finishing the game with a dunk. Man, you know, crowd went crazy or whatever like that. First person that came over there talked to him, Doc. Doc came over there. That's what I'm talking about, Will. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what winners do. You know what I'm saying? He said, Coach ain't got the heart to bench your ass when you winning. He ain't gonna do that. So, you know, Will feeling himself. He feeling himself right now. You know what I'm saying? As he should be. But, you know, you can tell the coach kind of pissed off because Will, you know, went against what he wanted him to do. So he like, Will, you know, need you in the locker room. He was like, all right, in a minute. Then while he was talking to Doc, and here come Uncle Phil. I was like, oh shit, because Uncle Phil been peeping Doc out since the first basketball game, wanting to know who he is and, you know, what his motives is. You know what I'm saying? And then Uncle Phil stepped to him and was like, hey man, you know, well, I just want to make sure that you know any conversation you have with Will, you need to have with his guardians first. And, you know, Doc like, respect. And he introduced himself, Doc Hightower. And then, you know, Uncle Phil was like, Phillip Banks. You know what I'm saying? Hit my card, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, when me and Will get ready to do business together, you know, and then Uncle Phil was like, if y'all do business together. So, you know what I'm saying? It could go either way, man. I mean, I definitely can't wait, man. This is gonna be some fucking drama. And something else that happened between Jazz and Hillary. Okay, so Hillary begged Jazz for him to let her use his car for the influencer house video they were doing or something like that. You know how Jazz is about his ride. You know how any man is about his ride. You know, man, that's how we are. So, you know, he break. He like, all right, Hillary, I'm gonna let you drive it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But nobody else. And tell me why she took it to the video shoot and that girl, I forgot her name, the one that be walking all over Hillary or whatever like that. Oh, girl, I'm just gonna drive for a little bit. Man, she was driving that car for that video shoot, and then right then, I thought she was gonna hit something. But she didn't. They switched it up. Jazz was there. Jazz actually was coming there to bring Hillary flowers. And Jazz saw this shit. Jazz was pissed off. And he had every right to be. For real. So, you know what I'm saying? Hillary come back around, you know what I'm saying? She wanna make it up to Jazz. And show Jazz that she's not ashamed of their relationship or whatever. So she was like, to prove that, I'm gonna introduce you to my parents. And formally introduce you to my parents. And Jazz was like, okay, cool. I'm with that. And Jazz was like, when? And she was like, today. They'll be over here in a minute. And the doorbell rung and they came through there. Jazz like, oh shit, the glasses came off. And everything. Man, I was like, God damn, Hill, you hit him like that? Man, brother need time to adapt. But, you know what I'm saying? Dog, it's like, man, when he went over there, Hillary was like, and this is my boyfriend, Jazz. Was like, they were like, what? Jazz? And man, that handshake that Uncle Phil gave Jazz, that shit looked intimidating and uncomfortable. That look that Uncle Phil gave him, like, nigga, what you doing, my daughter? Very good episode. Very good episode. I think this episode gonna tackle a lot of issues with students and faculty in Bel-Air Academy. As y'all know, they've been going to them little BSU meetings between the students and the faculty. You know, tackling issues, stuff like that. Mainly among the black community in the Bel-Air Academy. Miss Hughes, played by Tatiana Ali, you know, she got fired. Apparently, it was a student that saw Miss Hughes handing Ashley some books that weren't exactly a part of the curriculum, that were outside of the curriculum. And, you know, the student was white. And, you know, she didn't agree with that. You know, I don't know, you know, and they let Miss Hughes go. So when they hear about this, they start talking about doing a walkout. All the students doing a walkout. Protest. You know what I'm saying? Now, Carlton being like the voice of these meetings or whatever like that, you know, one of the teachers came up and was like, you know, Carlton, I like your energy and everything, but, you know, this is something you might not want to be attached to. You know, you need to be careful with that. And I get what she's saying with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with his personal issues, you know, the anxiety and stuff like that, you know, shit might go left. I mean, you don't know what this might elevate to. So, you know, you definitely got to be careful with that. But, man, this was definitely a good episode. And, oh, yeah. And I know I'm kind of all over the place, but one more thing that happened. Jeffrey came back home. Him and Uncle Phil, they squashed it. They had a cigar. You know what I'm saying? You know, Uncle Phil apologized. You know, Jeffrey said, you know, it's really going to take some time before, but he ended up coming home. And I really want to know the backstory what's going on between Jeffrey and his son. And that explains a lot why he felt like he had to do with that situation about giving Will that information about his dad. Because of the relationship that Jeffrey has with his son. And that's why he feels like every son should know their father. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can't knock him for that. Especially if he going through something similar or worse with his son. So, you know what I'm saying? I understand why things played out like they did. And, man, I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for the next episode. But like I said, y'all let me know in the comments. If y'all watched it, y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.